Hi, ladies. So the temperature is starting to drop here in northern Indiana, and this is my first winter with chickens. And let's see if I'm ready. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Hopeful Homestead. Thanks for watching. Today, what I'm going to talk about is it's finally getting cold here in Indiana. We've had a pretty mild winter all December. We're into January now. The temperature is finally dropping below freezing, and I want to take you on a tour and see what I've done to get ready for this. There's really two things that you got to worry about. One is your water freezing, and two is just keeping your chickens warm, making sure that they're warm at night. And I took every precaution that I could, which is pretty simple ones, really. I mean, there's not much to it. So let's go with the first one. The first one I did was their water. Come on. So here's your basic water. It looks like it's kind of cleaned it up. Here's your basic water heater. It's not even really a heater. It just keeps it from freezing. The water is actually still pretty chilly, but you just plug it in, fill it up just like any other water feeder, and not too bad. It was about $50 if I remember. I thought they'd be a little cheaper than that, but they're not. Then there's other ones that you can buy. There's like a heating tray that you put underneath, but those are for more like dog bowls and all that. And chickens tend to make a mess in a full open bowl. They'll stand in it, they'll poop in it, and as you see how dirty this is getting, just imagine a wide open bowl. So I like to try to keep it closed up. But this so far, it hasn't gotten freezing. I mean, it's gotten freezing cold, I guess, but I think it's dropped as low as 23 degrees now this year, and this hasn't frozen. So this is doing good so far. So they come out their coop and they got the roof, and it allows the ground to stay dry, keep it clear of mud and snow, because they regulate their heat through their feet. And so this winter setup, I mean, like I said, is really easy. Chickens pretty much take care of themselves in the winter. It's pretty easy, and this seems to be working so far. So now let's go check out the coop and see how we're doing in there. So here we are at the man door of their coop. This is where I keep their eggs. I've showed on a few videos before on how I done all this. It's mid-afternoon. There might be someone in here busy and working. We won't disturb them. No chickens, but we got breakfast. So here we are in the coop now. In the coop, the way I've designed this, I use the deep floor method for the deep floor method for their bedding. It's just layers and layers of their poop and wood chips and straw. Mostly wood is what I got in here right now, but there is some straw. And it works like compost and insulation. It'll make heat and hold heat, so that kind of helps out in here. And then here I installed 2x4s, and the reason for 2x4s and not round sticks is they're able to lay their feet flat, and being flat, they're able to cover their own feet with their feathers and keep them warm. Because, like I mentioned earlier, they regulate their temperature through their feet. Um, Around a stick, you'll have their feet wrapped around it, and they'll get cold because their feathers can't wrap around them. So that helps there. Again, the bedding helps. I started some insulation on top, but my wife Lisa took the rest of it for our little workshop. If you've seen in the other videos, she took the insulation, hung a lot of it up. Believe me, I do use that workshop. It does stay warm. But this so far it isn't doing bad. The only thing I did add that I kind of cheated on was I got this uh, wallboard heater up here, and I don't have it on very high because I don't want them in a 70-degree room. I want them, they're winter chickens and they can handle being cold. What I don't want is anything in here freezing. Again, I have another bottle of water in here. This one is not plugged in, but it's not frozen. It has not gotten frozen at all the whole time it's been out here. This stays on low. I believe it regulates between number 1 and number 5 is the highest. I have it about 1.5. So this is on very low. You can feel a little heat up here. And then right over here, I have the temperature gauge just so that I know for sure how warm it is in here. And we've got a reading of 48 degrees. That's more than comfortable for a chicken. And for that low setting I have on the heater there, I really can't complain. So far, I mean, it hasn't been bad. Indiana does hit 0 degrees and lower at times and will hold. So that's a really good test to put this to, and it will come, I'm sure, come January and February. Another reason you don't want to keep it too warm in here is they are kind of a seasonal bird. They lay eggs in the summer. They lay more eggs in the summer than they do in winter. And you don't want to force them to lay more eggs. Supposedly, I'm not sure. I've heard they only lay so many eggs in a lifetime. So if you force them out of them, your chickens won't last as long as in their egg production, not the chicken itself. So I don't force anything out of them, which heat will. So I keep them cool. Like you see, this is in the middle of the day. At night it gets a little cooler, so that'll probably drop down to 40 or so. And so that gives them they're all up here, all cuddled up and staying warm. So I think so far everything's working out. So this is our first winter with our chickens. If you know my channel, you know this is my first approach at anything I do with this. And so far my approach at keeping them warm at 25 degrees hasn't been too bad. They seem to be happy. They seem to be warm, and that's what's important. They're still hanging outside. They leave this area right away, go hang outside. Like I said, they're winter birds, and we'll do any tweaking as we go. Because, like I said, we still have all of January and February to go through, and I'm sure it's going to get pretty cold. So we'll see exactly how that electric water bottle does out there, and we'll see how good this heater holds heat. This room holds heat, and I can't wait to really see that happen because I'm hoping all this will hold, and I think it will. So all in all, I gotta say, I think I'm doing pretty good. It's staying warm in here. Their water is staying thawed outside. They're not huddled up in here, meaning they're not cold. They're out, spread out, having fun. So far, I'm happy with what's going on. The bedding seems to be working. The heater seems to be working. The electric water feeder seems to be working. They're everything I've done. The metal roof outside is keeping their ground dry. So far, I think I'm really satisfied with what's going on, and I think that's really all I have to say. In January, February, like I said, when it gets really cold, I'll come out here and do things again. Maybe we'll have to record it again. Maybe show if I change things, I'll definitely record it and show you guys what I'm changing. But honestly, I don't think I'll have to change anything. I think it'll hold for the winter, for a nice cold winter. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit like, share, subscribe, and hope you tune in for the next one. You have a good one.